ਵੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਵੀਅਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜਾਣੀ ਕਿ ਦੀਪਕ ਸੰਧੂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਅਤੇ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਨਮਸਤੇ ਅਤੇ ਆਦਾਬ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਸਮੇਂ-ਸਮੇਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਵੇਂ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਟਾਈਮਸ ਆਫੀਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਟੀਵੀ ਤੇ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਗੈਸਟ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਸਾਊਥ ਤੋਂ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ ਸ਼ੈਨਨ ਹੋਇਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੇ। ਆਓ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਵੈਲਕਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸ਼ੈਨਨ ਹੋਇਲ ਦਾ। ਹੈਲੋ ਮੈਮ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਫॉर joining us today.
It is such a joy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. So first of all, I would like to ask you about your background and why would you choose NDP to run as an NDP candidate from Edmonton South?
Yes, so Rhiannon Hoyle is my name. I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm an immigrant, born there, raised in Trinidad and also around the world. You know what? I've been here for about 30 years. It has been such a joy to make Edmonton my home. I've raised my family. I've got 2 school-age children, and life has just been a joy. So in terms of running, I have spent much of my time in getting involved in politics, in business, more as a community leader in Edmonton South in particular. I have lived there for 18 years. I have been in many publicly elected roles and have spent quite a bit of time building up that riding. So over the years, I have raised $1.6 million to fund playgrounds, 3 badly needed playgrounds in the area, and also have added to the city of Edmonton at the Horolac Park. We have a 100th anniversary plaza that is there to celebrate volunteers and the 100 years that volunteers and immigrants have added to the beautiful city that we have. I actually raised $4.5 million with the cabinet to do that. Why am I running for the NDP? Look, we have so much instability, unpredictability here in Alberta right now. We see that our current government is really not serving the needs of Albertans. As an immigrant, I would like to see more diversity, not just in individuals, but also in our economy. And that's a lot of what I'm hearing. Folks are really worried as well about the affordability. They're worried about health care in Edmonton South and education for our families and our children. At the end of the day, I trust Rachel Notley because she has never stopped fighting for Albertans. She has integrity, good judgment, and actually has a plan to build a better future for Alberta.
As you said, you have been in the riding for over 18 years now. And what are the issues, our constituents facing nowadays?
Yeah, so I've been hitting doors for many months. I was the nominated candidate in September of last year and have been hitting doors and connecting with folks. Really, the top 3 issues, number 1 is healthcare. That accessibility to the South Edmonton Hospital. When the NDP was in government in 2015, they announced, in 2017, they announced the new South Edmonton Hospital. I was actually the Community League president at the time and was invited to advocate and talk on behalf of the community and the need for that hospital. That was 6 years ago. But for the past 18 years, there's been no access to easy, good, emergent care. Even clinics and access to family doctors has been a challenge. So really, folks are worried. They're worried that Daniel Smith wants to privatize healthcare, that hospital was not even, budgeted for, and announcing that they're going to build it and get it done. So why is that not happening? Folks are very, very worried. They're very worried about affordability. I hear every day the worry about, Daniel Smith removing the CPP, and we've got Rachel Notley, and I 100% support her. We will not touch your CPP. We will make sure we stay in that and that money is well protected. So those are some of the challenges that folks are very worried about, and the UCP is just not performing and taking care of those in Edmonton South.
What is your take on the racism in Alberta?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be blunt, we do know that racism exists, and there are many challenges and complexities for that. What I'm proud to say is the Alberta NDP, and we could see that in the diversity of the candidates in many levels with race, age, all of that. We've got a great spectrum, even cultural and religious backgrounds. So I'm proud that our party is running and welcoming diverse candidates. Quite frankly, it's not just welcoming, but my process, I have felt very included and heard, and included in a lot of the announcements that were being made, the discussions of, getting feedback on what the needs of the community. So it's not that I'm just a pretty face, or to be, quite honest, a token. I'm truly included in the process. So I'm very proud to be running for the Alberta NDP. I'm just not seeing that with the UCP. And we could see that. You could see it clearly with the kind of candidates being run. So I really have great hope for the future of a lot of the, inclusion policies that we've put forward. We recently, Rachel Notley, our leader, announced, not having, exams and tests on religious, cultural holidays. That's a very inclusion piece. I'm proud of that announcement. We, had a great focus on Black History Month and the value that Black community has added to this province for over 200 years. So the party is really doing what it says it believes, and that's why I can run for the party like the NDP.
As you said, hospital is one of the biggest issue in the South, not only in South, overall South, ridings, right? So what would be the key priority if you get elected to get that hospital built in a timely manner?
So in fact, we did announce, so we did a presser, the leader did, and I was there, and many of us, Nathan Ip, who's running in Southwest, and we had Rod Lolola, who's also running in Ellerslie. We all support that. We did a presser announcing that we will fast track and prioritize the building of that hospital. Look, in 2017, when the NDP announced that hospital, it was supposed to be built and completed by 2026. We have Daniel Smith and the UCP have no announcement on when that's going to be completed. Why haven't they made an announcement to put shovels in the ground and a date, and we're going to get that done? So, at the end of the day, that's a number one priority, and that will also, coincide with our policy that we have, that Rachel Notley announced, that we are going to make sure that 1 million more Albertans will get access to doctor through the family health teams, and that will include, collaborating and bringing together pharmacists, various healthcare professionals, social workers, psychologists, all into the system so that we can get the care when we need it and easily.
ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਨ ਸਾਡਾ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਅੱਜ ਰਿਆਨਨ ਹੋਇਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਸਾਊਥ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਫਸਟ ਪ੍ਰਾਇੋਰਟੀ ਆ, ਪਹਿਲ ਦੇ ਆਧਾਰ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਦੂਸਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਡਾਇਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਫੋਕਸਡ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਫਿਰ ਰਿਆਨਨ ਦਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਤੇ ਆਉਣ ਲਈ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਫॉर joining us today, and lastly, what is your message to the voters as we are heading to the election very soon? So what you want to say to viewers and voters?
You know what, it's an honor to be able to connect with all of you. What I have to say is, please, I would love to reach out to you, connect. You can connect with me. You can connect with me on social media, on the Alberta NDP website. I want to make sure that you know that you belong. I welcome you. Join our campaign. Come and help us out in Edmonton South. Let us build a strong community and build a better future for all of us here in Alberta.
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਜੀ, ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੈ, ਕੰਸਰਨ ਹੈ, you can contact with them. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਈਮੇਲ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਕੇ, any ideas, any suggestions, you can directly contact with them. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining us
It's
today.
been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.